This is Matt Binder. Hawaiian Homelands commissioners toured the Big Island Carbon site in Kauai. The failed project was the subject of a special meeting on Wednesday. After the site visit, Department of Hawaiian Homelands met with beneficiaries at Kuhiohale in Waimea.
Yesterday, I was really not happy when the potential buyer came back with a counter. Basically, on the annual ground lease rent, he indicated that he will only pay $122,500.
What are the options?
The industrial facility was built on leased Hawaiian homelands but was never operational. The project was touted as an achievement in sustainability, promising to turn discarded macadamia nut shells into activated carbon for use in things like air and water purification.
And thank you very much for coming this morning to an event that's very exciting for everybody associated with Big Island Carbon.
The groundbreaking was celebrated in 2009.
Of course, this is only a start, and the real celebration for me or for us will be the day we switch on the plant at the end of the year or very close to it. Or even perhaps after that when we sell our first year's production. This is a very good project, but at the end of the day we would really like to make some money out of it.
But things went downhill from there. Installation of an important custom-built kiln was delayed after a mainland car crash. The original $20 million price tag, covered in part by a federal grant of $5 million, ballooned to $50 million by the time the company filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection in November 2012. California-based Tiger Remarketing Service won the contract to sell off the factory, but the auction has been postponed. During Wednesday's meeting, commissioners moved to reassign the lease from the trustee of the bankrupt company to the Kauai-based Millennium Investment and Acquisition Company.
But yesterday, I was really not happy when the potential buyer came back with a counter at 12 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Basically, on the annual ground lease rent, he indicated that he will only pay $122,500 for the initial 20 year from 2014 to March 2034. He will not pay any step up or any adjusted rent. So he's only committed to pay $122,500 annual rent for 20 years straight. And then on the third, he wants to take out the percentage rent totally. And then on the fourth, he didn't want to commit 7.5, even though he knows he's going to put more than 7.5, but he said he don't want it as a condition of the approval. But we all know, talking today, taking a tour, you need at least 10 million to make the plan go. So
If the commission does not accept his counter, then is he saying he's walking?
as of yesterday at 12 noon, yes.
And then if that happens, then what are the recourses with the bankruptcy?
There's two actually group of entity that has money in this bankruptcy lease. The first group is Tiger. Tiger is a company well known on the mainland, but they come in, they go into the bankruptcy, they help the bankruptcy trustee to find a turnkey buyer. If they cannot find a turnkey buyer for a period of time, and they will liquidate all the equipments and buildings, improvements, whatever. Tiger has put in $1 million with the trustee as a deposit. Their repayment is that through even there's either a turnkey operator comes in, then he will get his $1 million back, or he will get his $1 million through liquidation. So one way or the other, they will get their $1 million back. The buyer, the potential buyer that we have, he had actually, the trustee has put a sale price on this lease turnkey as $1.3 million. So he did put the $1.3 million cash in escrow for the purchase of the lease. But he came in late into the game. We have been in bankruptcy since 2012. There's been many offering. We couldn't, the trustee cannot find a turnkey operator. And we have extended the time for the trustee to accept or reject the general lease. Basically, if they reject the lease, then the lease is dead. We'll get the land back, and we might have a recourse with the trustee, but which is not much because we are all about 700,000. We get 300, so we still out about 400,000 in ground lease rent for the last 2 years. But we will get some money after everybody get paid off, but not going to be in that amount.
If, for some miraculous reason, the commission said, you know what, at this point, let's just take the deal that's offered, flat 122.5 over the 20 years, and then see where we go from there. Have you folks done an estimated loss as to how much of a hit we would take?
No, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for open session? Seeing none, is there a motion to go into executive? Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion is carried.
Matt Binder, Big Island Video News.
So we're going to ask everyone to vacate the premises.